Still live from the AYSN Sports Center here in Domingo in San Juan. We continue with the action here in our Tuesday night doubleheader at the 6th Stallion Cup X-Fed Charcoal Sox Conference. We have Boysen up against Schone Mcdavid. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup together with Marco Saplala in our broadcast table. Rich Tong with a pass to Isco C. To Ian De La Paz down the post. Parulan with a jumper, that is no good. Rebound by Gert Yao. Hands it over to Gabriel Chu. To you from the baseline. Floater, that is no good. Rebound is secured by Lance Alandi. D. Bothered there by you. To De La Paz. Towers over his defender. Shot is no good. Ball tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Boysen. In the Boysen starting unit are Rich Tong, Isco, C. Ian De La Paz, Frank Parulan, and Lance Alandi D. Meanwhile, for Schone Mcdavid, in their first five are Gabriel Tiu, Hans Ang, Kevin Chong, Gert Yao, and Mike Yu. Here comes Gabriel Chu. Fires a pass to Mike Yu. Gert Yao, jumper. That won't work. Rebound. Secured by Hans Ang with the save. Finds Gabriel Tiu, fresh 14. For Schone Mcdavid, Gabriel Chu with a floater. That won't work. Rebound by Coach Isco C. Bothered by Gabriel Chu. Isco C is double team. Rich Tong open for a jumper. That's so good. De La Paz is there for the putback. First 2 points of the ball game scored by Ian De La Paz, former Stallion Cup most valuable player. Putting up here for Boysen. Here comes Hans Ang. Kevin Chong. Back to Ang. Gabriel Tiu. 4-3. No good. Rebound by Frank Parulan. Finds Isco C. Guarded by Tiu. C. Still with the ball. Directing traffic for Boysen. Finds Lance Alandi D. Long 3. Jackpot! 5-0 start for Boysen. Currently at the bottom of our standings with an 0-4 record. Looking for win number 1. Meanwhile, Schone Mcdavid 1-3 in the team standings, sitting at the number 10 spot. Here comes Ang. Finds Mike Yu, spinning against Rich Tong with a leaner. Shot is no good. Rebound secured by Lance Alandi D. Isco C. Open for the 3. Decides to go for a dribble to De La Paz. Rich Tong, jumper, bottom! First 2 points of the ball game for Rich Tong, giving Boysen a 7-0 lead. Here comes Gabriel Tiu. We have also Guts De La Paz in our table here. That's Mike Yu. Kick out. Tiu, 4-3. That is no good. Rebound secured by Boysen. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Guarded by Gabriel Tiu. Screen by De La Paz. De La Paz at the elbow. Step back. Jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Calvin Chong. Pushes a pass to Mike Yu to the rim. Lays it in. He'll score. First 2 points of the ball game for Schone Mcdavid, courtesy of Mike Yu. Isco C. Thinking 3. Decides for a bounce pass to Ian De La Paz. Lance Alandi D for 3. That is a miss. Isco C. Offensive board. 3-pointer. That is no good. And called for a loose ball foul will be Ian De La Paz. Ball going back here to Schone Mcdavid. Coming off an 84-81 loss at the hands of Lincoln Co. CSI last Saturday, with Philmon Yao nailing that game-winning 3-pointer in that exciting ball game. Gabriel Tiu rises for a 3-pointer. Bang, bang! First 3-pointer of the ball game for Gabriel Tiu. 7-5 scoreline for Boysen. Here comes Lance Alandi D to Isco C. Back to Lance, to De La Paz. Rich Tong, 4-3. That is short. Kelvin Chong with the rebound. With a pitch to Mike Yu. Stepping on the gas. Yu is fouled. The foul will be called against number 88. That is Lance Alandi D. At the stripe, shooting 2 free throws. It's number 20. Mike Yu, averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds per ball game here in our tournament. Missing though on the first. Still a 7-5 advantage for Boysen as Mike Yu reloads for the second. That one is also no good. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Hands it over to Lance Alandidi, bothered by Mike Yu. Screen by Rich Tong. To a cutting Ian De La Paz with a floater. That is no good. De La Paz coming up with offensive board. 3 defenders in front of him with a hook shot. That won't work. Rebound picked up here by Jert Yao, but he is caught stepping on the baseline. Ball will stay with Boysen. The shot clock reset to 14. Baseline inbound play by Frank Parulan to De La Paz. Isko C. Long 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ball game for Coach Isko C. A 10-5 advantage for Boysen. Here comes Mike Yu. Stretching for the play-in over Ian De La Paz. We will score. 4 points now in the ball game for Mike Yu. Lance Alandidi. Hands it over. Isko C. 1 dribble. 3-pointer. No good. Rich Tong is there for the putback. Lays it in. That is short. Rebound by Ang. With a pitch to Yu. Goes up for the layup. Dump say pass. Gabriel Tiu misses that one. A board here by Isko C. Stutter step near the free throw line. Pulls it back out. To Lance Alandidi. Guarded by Ang. Bounce pass. De La Paz. Jumper. That is short. Rebound by Gabriel Tiu. Here comes Schone Mcdavid. Tiu to the rim. Getting a foul from Frank Parulan. 3-point play opportunity here for Gabriel Tiu. The 3-point play opportunity is brought to you by Celsius Energy Drink. Lift it. 4:48 remaining in the first. We have a mandatory substitution.
What's
3-point play. Sure, we would like to thank our league sponsors, Exped Charcoal Socks, Experience Quality, Boysen, the #1 paint, Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twists, Nike Park Access, Celsius Energy Drink, Live Fit, and Chowkai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. We are tied at 10. Johannesson on the floor for the first time to France D. Back to Sun. At the corner, we go to Sun. To Sia, power move to the rim. Twisting layup is no good. Ball tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Boysen. 4:29 remaining here in the first. Inbound pass, Bernard Yu. Leaner off the glass. It's good. First 2 points of the ball game for Bernard Yu. 2-point advantage for Boysen. Here comes Kyle Slau getting a screen from Noel Saplala with the ball. Now to Aaron Cole. Now to Saplala. Kyle Slau. Long 3. Offline. Saplala is there for the putback. Tuwang-tuwa si Marco Saplala. Where's 30? I'm looking for 30. Johannesson with the ball. Power move to the rim. Lays it in. No good. Rebound by Nang. Hands it over to Kyle Slau. Rotation dribble. Gets it back out. Now with a crossover. Defended by Jadrian Tan. Noel with a jumper. That is no good. Fight for the loose ball. Picked up here by Nang, but stolen away by Johannesson. Sun to the rim. Over Noel. Lays it in. No good. Rebound by Kyle Slau. 3:30 remaining here in the first. Lau with the ball. Guarded by Sun. Lau with a crossover at the free throw line to Nang. Back to Lau. Still defended by Johannesson. 9 on their shot clock. Lau. Saplala. Near the corner. Kick out pass. Stolen away by Johannesson. But a counter steal here by Kyle Slau. Getting a screen from Noel. Jumper by Lau. Off the glass. It's good. 2-point advantage for Schone Mcdavid. Sun to Tan against 2 defenders. Spinning for the play. The ball goes out of bounds in favor of Schone Mcdavid. 2:50 remaining here in the first. Here comes Kyle Slau. Defended by Sun. Screen from Gino Noel. Lau. Jumper. Bottom. 4 points now. Quick 4 points for Kyle Slau. 15-12 advantage for Schone Mcdavid. Sun. Sia. Force 3. That won't work. Rebound by Junjun Saplala. Now to Kyle Slau. Directing the traffic for Schone Mcdavid. A runner. He will miss. Rebound by Sia. To a cutting, Johannesson. A floater comes up short. Another rebound for Junjun Saplala. Now with Aaron Ko. Finds Kyle Lau. Defended by France D. Lau to the middle. Finds Saplala. Hook shot. No good. Rebound by Bernard Yu. 1:57 remaining here in the first. Here comes Johannesson. To Sia. One dribble. Three-pointer. Jackpot! Hi, Messia. First basket of the ball game is a three-pointer. 1 point lead. Is 1 point is the lead of Schone Mcdavid with 1:40 remaining in the first. Gino Noel with a jumper. That is too strong. Rebound by Jadrian Tan. Defended by Lau. Tan. Sidestep. Twisting shot. That won't work. Tan with the rebound. The putback is good for France D. First 2 points of the ball game for France D. Giving Boysen a 17-16 lead. Kyle Lau with the leather. To Junjun Saplala. To Gino Noel. Mid-range J. Bottom! First 2 points of the ball game for Gino Noel. 1 point lead for Schone Mcdavid. A minute remaining here in the first. Here comes France D. One-hander. Shot is no good. Another rebound for Gino Noel. Finds Kyle Lau. Defended by D. Lau with a crossover. Trying to go middle. Spots up for a jumper. That is no good. Sia and Saplala fighting for the leather. Ball will go the way of Schone Mcdavid. 43.9 seconds remaining here in our opening period. Saplala to Noel. Ko, jumper from the free throw line. Falls in. First 2 points for Aaron Ko. A 20-17 lead for Schone Mcdavid. Johannesson losing control of the leather. A pick up here by Eldridge Nang. Here comes Schone Mcdavid and a duty foul given up by Jadrian Tan. No team yet in the penalty. 24.8 seconds remaining here in the first. Sideline inbound play for Schone Mcdavid. Differential of 3.8 seconds. Shot clock to game clock. Here comes Kyle Lau with the leather. Screen by Noel. Lau looking at the clock. Defended by Jadrian Tan. Lau to attack. Passes it to Saplala. Down the baseline. Guarded by D. To Gino Noel. Kick out to Lau. Shot clock down to 3. Nang for 3. No good. Rebound by Bernard Yu. And at the end of the first, a 20-17 lead for Schone Mcdavid over Boysen. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second quarter when we come back. Quarter number 2 here between Boysen and Schone Mcdavid. We enter the second frame with Schone Mcdavid ahead by 3. Gabriel Q back on the floor to Mike Q, back to Q. Hans Ang, Dirt Yao. Has it over, Gabriel Q for 3. That is no good. Fight for the loose ball between Mike Q and Ian De La Paz. Ball will stay with Schone Mcdavid. Baseline inbound play. Hans Ang to start off the possession. Finds Gabriel Q. Guarded by Iskosi. Dirt Yao, defended by Iskosi. Chong with a shot fake. Jumper. No good. Rebound again by Hans Ang. Guarded by Lance Alandi D. One dribble. Gabriel Q for 3. Jackpot! 23-17 advantage for Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Lance and Landy D to De La Paz, guarded by Chong. Creating space. Kick out pass to Lim. It's go C. 4-3. That is no good. Rebound by Hans Ang. Hands it over to Jert Yao. 9-minute mark of the second. Yao. Kick out to Ang against Lance Alandidi. Behind the back pass to Jert Yao. Backing down his defender. Nearly stolen. Paulo Q now with the ball. Behind the back dribble is as well. To the elbow. Mike Q off the glass. Shot is no good. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Hands it over to Gerald Zay. Guarded by you. Lefty runner by Zay is good. First 2 points of the ball game for our former Stallion Cup Finals MVP, Mike Yu. Missing on that shot, but a rebound by Paulo Q gives a fresh 14 for Schone Mcdavid. Three-pointer though doesn't work for Q. Rebound by Lance Alandidi. Bounce pass to Gerald Se against you. Isco C. Corner 3. No good. Another rebound by Ang. 8 and 10 remaining here in the second. Jert Yao slowing things down for Schone Mcdavid. Paulo Tiu setting up the table for Schone Mcdavid. To Jert Yao at the elbow. Near the free throw line rather. With a jumper. Oh, he was fouled. Foul will be called against number 11. That is Colin Lim. At the stripe, shooting 2 free throws is Jert Yao. Averaging 1.7 points and 8.3 rebounds per contest. Our results in our first game, Zush with an 85-75 victory over CW Home Depot. Zush improves their win-loss record to 4-1, while CW Home Depot drops down to 2-3. Our Kauri defensive player of the ball game is Christian Lee, while our Boysen, the number 1 paint player of the ball game, was Hansu Chua, finishing with 24 points, 4 of 8 shooting from 3-point country, and 2 rebounds. Isco C with the bounce pass to Ian De La Paz. Finds Colin Lim. Kick out. Isco C. Back to De La Paz near the free throw line. Guarded by Chong. De La Paz will spin. Hook shot. That is short. Rebound by Jert Yao. Tapped out of bounds. By Ian De La Paz. Ball will go back to Schone Mcdavid. 7 and 30 remaining here in the second. Inbound from the end line for Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Paulo Q. Crossing the midcourt line. Setting up the offense for Schone Mcdavid to Mike Yu. Sidestep. The floater doesn't work. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. Finds Gerald Zek. Crossing the midcourt line. Guarded by Tiu. Se looking for a space. Lefty floater. That won't work. Recoil. Shot is good for Gerald Se. 4 points now in the ballgame for Gerald Se. 7:07 remaining in the second. Timeout requested by Schone Mcdavid. This timeout is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Mike Yu now with the ball. Finds Paulo Tiu. Asking for a screen. You. To Jerk Yao. Guarded by Lance Alandi D. Backing down his defender. And foul downstairs will be called against Lance Alandi D. And 5:02 remaining in the second. We have a mandatory substitution.
On Thursday's brought to you by Extra Charcoal Sauce. Corn of Pack. Boysen Pizza. Material such as complexes.
Back to live action here. At this juncture, we would like to thank our league sponsors, Exped Charcoal Shop, Experience Quality, Boysen, the #1 paint, Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twists, Nike Park Access, Celsius Energy Drink, Live Fit, and Kaukai Thai Chicken House, good food, good friend. 1-point lead for Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Johannesson, setting up the table for Boysen. Zadrian Tan down the post. Trans D spinning against Eldridge. Nang, layup is no good. Rebound by Kyle Slau. Going to add on to the 26-25. Schone Mcdavid lead. Lau, lefty layup. That won't work. Rebound by Johannesson. Boysen now on the run. Here comes Zadrian Tan with a pitch. Jaime Sia. Back to Tan. Kick out. Lim. Free throw line. Jumper is gone. First 2 points of the ball game for Jeff Lim, giving the lead back to Boysen. Here comes Junjun Saplala with the ball. Finds Kyle Slau, defended by Zadrian Tan. Screen by Gino Noel to Junjun Saplala. Mid-range J. That is short. Rebound by Johannesson. Stepping again on the gas. Soon against Lau. Block on top by Kyle Slau. Shot block brought to you by Kauri Tap Room. Serving international favorites with Filipino twists. Here comes Nang. Bothered by D. Nang lays it in. He will score. First 2 points of the ball game for Eldridge Nang. Here comes Jeff Lim. Waiting for his friends. Boysen down by 1. Jadrian Tan spots up. Cross closer. Mid-range J. He will miss. Rebound by Kyle Slau. 3:22 remaining here in the second. Here comes Lau, guarded by Lim. Screen by Noel. Pull up J. That won't work. Rebound by Lim. No look pass. Stolen away by Kyle Lau. Here comes Schone Mcdavid on the attack. Lau against D, who will be called for a foul. 2 free throws will be given here to this former UP Fighting Maroon and former NLEX Road Warrior, Kyle Lau. Already with 4 points in the ball game. First free throw for Lau. That is good. Tournament averages of 29.5 points and 5.5 rebounds, together with 4 assists per ball game for Kyle Lau. Second free throw is also good. 3-point advantage for Schone Mcdavid. As we approach the 3-minute mark of the second period, here comes Johannesson. Defended by Junjun Saplala. To Lim. Jaime Sia. Corner 3. Jackpot! Oh! 40-pointer of the ball game for Boysen. Nailed by Jaime Sia. We are tied at 30. Lau asking for a clear out. Gino Noel. Mid-range J. That is no good. Eldridge Nang. Offensive board. Saplala. Twisting shot. He will miss. Rebound by Jaime Sia. So Johannesson finds Franz D. Against Saplala. 3-pointer. Lance Alandi D. He will miss. Rebound by Aaron Ko. Here comes Kyle Slau against the defender. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound by Aaron Ko. Fresh 14 for Schone Mcdavid. Lau finds an opening. Layup is no good. Sia with the rebound. Now to Johannesson against Noel. Soon. Shot fake. Shot is good. First 2 points of the contest for Johannesson. Enough to give Boysen a 32-30 lead. Here comes Saplala. To Kyle Lau. Defended by Jaime Sia. Lau. Entry pass. Straight to the baseline. That is a Schone Mcdavid turnover. Ball going back here to Boysen. 1 minute and 42 remaining here in the second. Here comes Johannesson, guarded by Saplala. To Jadrian Tan. To Lim. Back to Sun. Cutting from the left. Oh, twisting shot. That won't work. Rebound by Nang. Hand it over to Gino Noel. Now to Kyle Slau with 1:20 remaining here in the second. Lau against Sun. He is fouled. Count the basket. Plus the foul. Getting the continuation is Kyle Slau. We are tied at 32. Johannes Sun called for the personal foul as Kyle Slau proves to the charity strive for another pair or a bonus free throw. Bonus free throw for Kyle is good. 1 point lead for Schone Mcdavid. 1 minute and 17 remaining here in the second. Here comes Johannes Sun. Setting up the offense for Boysen. Defended by Saplala. Screen by France D. To Lim. Jaime Sia. Another three. This time doesn't fall in. A rebound by France D. Putback comes up short. Rebound by Eldridge Nang. Forward to Miles Lau against Sun. Lau spinning. Layup, no good. Rebound by Jadrian Tan and a blocking foul will be called against number 00. That is Aaron Ko. Both teams now with 14 fouls apiece. Oh, Boysen in the penalty. 46.3 seconds remaining here in the second. Jadrian Tan, sideline inbound for Boysen. His team is down by 1. Here comes Johannes Sun, defended by Saplala. Sun to Tan, near the corner. Guarded by Ko. To Lim, to Sia, against Gino Noel. Sia, drop pass, Johannes Sun with a hook shot. Lead back here to Boysen with 27 seconds remaining in the second. Aaron Ko with the ball. Guarded by Lim. Ko will be called for the traveling violation. 20.9 seconds remaining in the second. Last shot time here for Boysen. The shot clock is off. Johannesson looking at the clock. It reads 10. Sun against Saplala. Sun to Lim. Jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Noel. To Lau from the midcourt. Shot is no good. And at halftime, the score is 34-33 in favor of Boysen over Schone Mcdavid. This halftime break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second half, when we return. We head on to the second half between Schone Mcdavid and Boysen here at the 6th Stallion Cup Exped Charcoal South Conference, week number 5, Tuesday night doubleheader live from the AYSN Sports Center here in El Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor, only for the Stallion Cup, a 1-point advantage for Boysen to start off the period. France D, fade away J, that is no good. Rebound by Paulo Q. Joined here on the floor by Kelvin Chong, Gino Noel, Kyle Slau, and Jert Yao from the corner. Yao jumper, that is too strong. Rebound by France D. With a pitch, Gerald says, stolen away by Kyle Slau. Pulling back out, goes up for the three. That is short. Paulo Tiu with a save. Taken here by France D. Here comes Jade Rientan to a cutting. Ian De La Paz against Kelvin Chong. Shot is no good. Rebound cleared by Gino Noel. Forward to Kyle Slau against France D. Spinning, looking for the shot. That one is no good. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Jade Rentan with the ball. Boysen rushing on the other end. Tan, jumper, overcooked that one. Rebound by Jert Yao. Now to Paulo Tiu. Waiting for his other teammates. Kelvin Chong to Jert Yao. Guarded by Lance Alandi D. To Chong against Tan. To Lau, stolen away by Gerald Se, all alone for the lay-in. Put back is good. Wow. Almost a Shackton there for Gerald Se. 3-point advantage for Boysen. 8:35 remaining here in the third. Calvin Chong, guarded by Jadrian Tan. To the corner. 3-pointer by Q. No good. Rebound battle picked up here by Lance Alandi D. To a streaking. Ian De La Paz finds Gerald Se. Defended by Yao. Lance Alandi D. Sidestep. France D. Corner J is gone. 4 points now in the ballgame for France D together with 5 boards. 8:38 to 33 advantage for Boysen. Here comes Lau with a crossover against France D. Bounce pass to Gino Noel. Paulo Tiu for 3. No good. Another rebound for France D. Boysen up and running. De La Paz against Yao. He will be called for a foul. At the strive to shoot 2 free throws, his former Stallion Cup MVP, Ian De La Paz, averaging 15.5 points, 14.5 rebounds per contest for Boysen in our tournament. First free throw for De La Paz is good, increasing Boysen's lead to 6. 7 minutes and 35 remaining here in the third. Second free throw for De La Paz is also good. Mike Ure enters the ball game. He replaces Kelvin Chong. Schone Mcdavid with the possession. They are down by 7. Here comes Paulo Tiu. Defended by Lance Alandi D. Post pass. Jert Yao. Backing down his defender. Yao still with the ball. Against Ze. Gino Noel. Free throw line jumper. Back rims that one. Rebound secured by Lance Alandi D. To Ian De La Paz. Defended by Kyle Slau. To Lance Alandi D. To a streaking Gerald Se. Lefty layup. Overcooks that one. De La Paz is there for the putback. Down the basket. Not the foul. That play is brought to you by Celsius Energy Drink. Let's hit. Foul will be called against Paulo Tiu. Ian De La Paz completes the 3-point play. That 3-point play is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paid. 10-point advantage for Boysen. 7:05 remaining here in the third. Q to Mike Q. To Jert Yao. Defended by Lance Alandi D. To Paulo Tiu. Gino Noel down the post. Kyle Slau open for a 3. That is too strong. Rebound secured here by Jadrian Tan. Here comes Boysen on the run. Tan with a pitch. Lance Alandi D from the baseline. Leaner doesn't work. De La Paz fighting for the loose ball. Hook shot. He will miss. Rebound by Kyle Slau. 2-on-3 break here for Schone Mcdavid. Lau missing on that shot. But the ball was stopped out of bounds by Jadrian Tan. The ball will stay with Schone Mcdavid. 6:30 here in the third. Baseline inbound here for Schone Mcdavid. Lau finds Paulo Tiu. Defended by Jadrian Tan. Tiu with a runner. That won't work. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Stolen away though by Mike. You hand it over to Kyle Slau, who will be fouled by Lance Alandi D. That will be foul number 3 against Lance. Eldridge Nang checks back into the ball game, replacing Mike Yu or Paulo Q. Jaime Sia subs Trans D as Kyle Slau nails the first free throw. That will cut down Boysen's lead to 9. Lining up for the second is Kyle Lau. The second free throw is too strong. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. 6 and 10 remaining here in the third. Lance with the ball to De La Paz. Adrian Tan for 3. Bang! Bang! 12-point advantage for Boysen. Here comes Mike Yu to Kyle Lau. Defended by Jadrian Tan to Jert Yao at the elbow. Fires a pass. Stolen away by Gerald Seba. A counter steal by Kyle Lau. Shot fake. Leaner doesn't work. But the putback falls in for Jert Yao. 3 points now in the ballgame for Jert Yao as Jadrian Tan forces up a shot. That is no good. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of Schone Mcdavid. 5 minutes and 33 remaining here in the third. Here comes Mike Yu. Looking for the gap. Twisting for the layup. Shot is no good. Rebound secured by Jaime Sia. Boysen on the run. Sia will lose floor space. Mishandling the leather. Ball going back here to Schone Mcdavid. Substitution on the floor. We have Johannesson and Isco C. Replacing Jadrian Tan and Lance Alandi D. Paulo Q, meanwhile, back in the ball game, replacing Gino Noel. 5 minutes and 15 remaining here in the third. Here comes Kyle Lau. Schone Mcdavid down by 10. Lau, defended by Isco C. Jert Yao. Return pass to Kyle Lau, and that is a backcourt violation against Schone Mcdavid. Turnover number 6 for Schone Mcdavid. Same number with Boysen, also with 6 turnovers. Scotty with an inbound to Johannesson. Jaime Sia open for a 3. Off the glass, it's gone! 13-point advantage for Boysen. Less than 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Here comes Chu to Jert Yao near the free throw line. Double team by Boysen. Yao now against De La Paz, stepping back. Jumper deflected there by De La Paz. Ball going back here to Boysen. Gerald Se with a pass to Sia against Yao. Oh, a pick up here by De La Paz. Kick out to Sun. So Sia slipping down the floor, stolen away by Paulo Tiu. Schone Mcdavid, they have the numbers. Tiu will score. And the two boys are back here. Johannesson with the ball. 11-point advantage for Boysen. Defended by Tiu. Nearly a turnover. Saved by Sun. Taken here by Sia. Goes cross-court. C. Pump fake. Drives baseline. Drop pass. De La Paz. It's foul. The foul will be called with number 13, Kyle Lau. First personal foul against Kyles. Back in the ballgame is France D. He replaces Gerald Se as Ian De La Paz. Shoots a pair of free throws. 7 points and 10 rebounds in this ballgame for De La Paz. Missing on the first. Still an 11-point advantage for Boysen. Make the 12 as De La Paz sinks the second. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Here comes Paulo Tiu to Jert Yao against Sia. Yao backing down his defender. Kick out. Tiu for 3. Wide left. Rebound by Jaime Sia. Boysen on the run. And a blocking foul will be called against Kyle Lau. No team yet in the penalty. 3 minutes and 42 remaining here in the third. What did you get? How about you? Oh, si Bugs Bunny. Isco C with the ball. Now to Johannesson. Isco C at the corner, stepping back. for a 3. In and out. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Stretch 14 for Boysen. Missing on that one. And a foul will be called against Mike Yu. And with Schone Mcdavid in the penalty, 2 free throws will be awarded here to Ian De La Paz. Looking to increase this 50 to 38. Boysen advantage. De La Paz now with 8 points in the ball game, missing the first. 8 points, 10 rebounds in the contest for Coach Ian De La Paz. Also a head coach in our Stallion Cup Kids division. Good on the second. A 51 to 38 lead for Boysen. 3 minutes and 17 remaining here in the third. Here comes Mike Yu to Jert Yao. Oh! And a foul will be called against Jaime Sia. That's just team foul number 2 against Boysen. Sideline inbound play here for Schone Mcdavid to Q. Mike Yu down the shaded lane. Eldridge Nash on the free throw line. Jert Yao thinking of a jumper. Decides to go back in. Oh, no good on that one. Offensive rebound by Jert Yao. Going for the putback. He will miss. Rebound by Jaime Sia. Here comes Boysen again on the attack. Sia against Yu. Spinning to the rim. He is fouled. The foul will be called against Kyle Slau, his third. As Jaime Sia moves to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. 9 points now in the ballgame for Jaime Sia. As Gina Noel replaces Jert Yao. Jaime Sia averaging 12.7 points and 4 rebounds per contest here in our tournament. Lines up for a pair of free throws. 15. She's ahead by 13. The first free throw bounces out for Jaime Sia. Still a 51 to 38 advantage for Boysen with 2 and 50 remaining here in the third. Second free throw for Sia. That one falls in. A 14-point lead for Boysen. Here comes Mike Yu. Defended by Isco C. Yu. Now to Noel. To Paulo Tiu. Finds Kyle Slau. Defended by Johannes Sun. Screen by Noel. Lau, lefty. Runner is gone! How? Put that one on IG. Kyle Slau. Now with 12 in the ball game. Here comes Sun. Isco C. Thinking 3. Decides to go closer. Kick out to Sun. Gives it up to France D. Hesitation dribble. Mid-range. One-hander. He is fouled. The foul will be called against Eldridge Nang, sending France D to the free throw line for a pair. Averaging in double-double in our tournament, 13 points, 10.5 rebounds per contest, together with 3.5 assists for a Stallion Cup veteran, France D. A 52 to 40 advantage for Boysen with 2 and 17 remaining in the third. First free throw is good. Make that 53 to 40 in favor of Boysen. Lining up for the second. France D nails the free throw. 54 to 40 lead for Boysen, 2 and 17 remaining in the third. This timeout is brought to you by Xped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Ball back at the hands there of Schone Mcdavid. They are down by 14. Here comes Mike Yu. Pressure defense. Put up here by Boysen. Paulo Tiu. To Gino Noel. Back to Tiu. To Kyle Slau. 14 on the shot clock. Lau directing traffic for Schone Mcdavid. Finds Mike Yu against C. Floater. He is fouled. Foul will be called against Bernard Yu. Two free throws will be awarded here to Mike Yu. 4 points in this ball game, together with 1 rebound and 1 assist for Mike Yu. First free throw is good. The 54 to 41 advantage though for Boysen, as Mike Yu missing on the second. Rebound battle here, picked up by whom? Gino Noel, scoop shot, that won't work. Rebound by France D. Here comes Boysen again on the attack. D, no look pass. Isco C, pump fake to D, to Sia. Jab stepping. Johannesson at the corner, guarded by Noel. Back to Sia. With a crossover. Sia with a fake. Leaner off the glass is good. 12 points now in the ballgame for Jaime Sia, extending Boysen's lead to 15. 1:27 remaining here in the third. Here comes Kyle Slau, defended by Johannes Sun. Post pass to Gino Noel. A pick up here by Nang. To Paulo Tiu. Noel with a jumper from the free throw line. That won't work. Rebound by France D. Boysen again on the run. Sun met up on top by Nang. Misses on that shot. Rebound by Gino Noel. Hands it over to Mike Yu. France D in front of him. Yu. Layup is no good. Gabriel Tiu with a putback. Defensive board. Gathered there by France D. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Isco C. 4-3. No good. Rebound by Eldridge Nang. Forward to Kyle Slau against France D. Stepping back. Stepping in. Kyle Slau is fouled. The foul will be called against France D. His second of the ball game. That will send Kyle Slau to the free throw line for a pair. 12 points now in the ball game, together with 4 rebounds for Kyle Slau. His team, Schone Mcdavid, down by 15. Ian De La Paz checking back into the ball game, replacing Bernard Yu. 38.6 seconds remaining here in third. Again, our results in our first ball game: Zush.ph with an 85-75 victory over CW Home Depot. Zush improved their record to 4-1, currently on a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, CW Home Depot drops down to 2-3. Aslao misses on the second free throw. Rebound is cleared by France D. 33 seconds remaining here in the third. Here comes Johannesson. Stutter step, jumper, that is offline. Rebound by Gino Noel. Finds Kyle Slau. Defended by France D. Lays it in. Lau will score. 40 now in the ballgame for Kyle Slau. Boysen. Last possession of the period. Game clock leads 13. Isco C. Slowing things down for Boysen. 8 seconds remaining. Johannesson driving middle. Kick out pass to Sia from the baseline. One-hander. It's no good. Johannesson. Put back. He will miss. And at the end of the third, a 56-44 advantage for Boysen over Schone Mcdavid. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friends. The fourth quarter when we come back. Quarter number 4 between Schone Mcdavid and Boysen. Boysen ahead by 12. Schone Mcdavid with the first possession of the period. Paulo Tiu hands it over to Kyle Slau, defended by Jadrian Tan. Goes cross court to Tiu. Jurt Yao, free throw line jumper, bottom. First basket of the fourth period, courtesy of Jurt Yao. Boysen ahead by 10. Here comes Lim to a cutting Gerald Se against Kelvin Chong. Leaner off the glass, it's good. Instant response by Gerald Se. Mike Yu rushing things down the floor, lays it in. Go. Back-to-back baskets by both squads. As Zay attacks, ball tap from behind by Mike Yu. 10-point advantage for Boysen. Inbound by Zay. Now with Lim to Zay near the baseline, guarded by Yu. Zay making space. Shot is no good. De La Paz. Hook shot is gone. Ian De La Paz now in double figures. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Paulo Tiu. Oh, stolen away by Johannesson. Here comes Boysen. Jadrian Tan. Skies for the lay-in. A 62-48 lead for Boysen. Here comes Kyle Slau trying to respond, and a foul will be called against Frank Parulan. That will send Kyle Slau to the free throw line for the pair. So Jeff Gore, rather, will be called for a personal foul. First free throw for Kyles. That is good. 16 for the evening for Kyle Slau, together with 4 rebounds. 62-49 advantage though for Boysen. As Kyle knocks down the second. 62-50 advantage for Boysen. Less than 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Jadrian Tan. Finds Lim. Asking for a clear out. Back to Tan. Near the elbow is Zay against a double team. Lim for 3. That is short. Rebound battle. Oh, loose ball foul will be called against Gert Yao. That will be the third personal foul against Gert Yao. 14 on the shot clock here for Boysen. Inbound from their own baseline. Here comes Gerald Se. Entry to De La Paz. Kick out to Lim for 3. That is short. Rebound by Kelvin Chong. With a pitch to Kyle Slau. Paulo Tiu losing control of the leather. That is a turnover against Schone Mcdavid. Boysen with the possession. They are enjoying a 12-point lead. Here comes Lim to De La Paz. Not expecting the pass. Oh, Paulo Tiu open for the lay-in. What's that? Here comes Gerald Se with the ball. Ball is stopped. Oh, a foul will be called against Paulo Tiu. Sideline inbound play here for Boysen. Still ahead by double figures. Lim to Tan. Back to Lim. Guarded by 2. Bounce pass to Jadrian Tan. Lim near the elbow to Gerald Se. Carving space. Leaner. That is no good. De La Paz going for the putback. He will miss. Second serving for De La Paz. Missing again. Rebound by Kelvin Chong. Forward to Gert Yao. Schone Mcdavid on the attack. Yao with a pitch to Tiu. Lau. Stutter step. Draws closer. Lau is fouled. The foul will be called against Jeff Lim. Yep, Jeff Lim will be called for the personal foul. 7:35 remaining in the fourth. Timeout is requested by Boysen. This timeout is brought to you by Xped Charcoal Soft. Experience quality. We will be back. Back to live action here with Kyle Slau at the free throw line, missing on the first. Still a 62-52 lead for Boysen. With 7:35 remaining here in the fourth. Main game of our Tuesday night double header here inside the AYSN Sports Center. As Kyle Slau nails the second free throw, a 9-point advantage for Boysen. Here comes Lance Landy D down the post to France D. Gerald Se going up for the reverse. He will miss. Rebound by Paulo Tiu. Here comes Schone Mcdavid now on the run. Tiu against Jadrian Tan. Tiu to a cutting Kelvin Chong to Mike Yu. Kyle Slau carving some space. Shot is no good, but he was fouled. 2 free throws will be given once again to Kyle Slau. 7:08 remaining here in the fourth. Free throw numbers 12 and 13 for Kyle Slau. Knocks down the first. Lead down to 8 for Boysen. Aslao missing on the second. A 62-54 advantage for Boysen. Here comes Lance Alandi D, guarded by Paulo Tiu to France D. Guarded by Tiu, so cutting Ian De La Paz. Leaner. The floater is no good, but a foul will be called against number 20, Mike Tiu. Foul number 2 against Mike Tiu, sending Ian De La Paz to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. First free throw, rims out for De La Paz. Still a 62-54 advantage for Boysen. De La Paz reloads for the second. Free throw is good. 9-point advantage for Boysen. With less than 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Paulo Tiu finds Kyle Slau, defended by Jadrian Tan. Mike Yu near the corner. Goes cross court. Ball is deflected out of bounds by Gerald Ze. Ball will remain with Schone Mcdavid with 13 on their shot clock. Sideline inbound play for Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Kyle Slau, defended by Lance Alandi D. Lau, rotation dribble, spinning, fading, jumper, in and out. Rebound by De La Paz. Hands it over to France D. To Gerald Se. Back to D. Bumping. Dirt Yao. He loses possession of the leather. With a pitch. Kyle Slau over De La Paz. Layup is gone. Wow. Another Kyle Slau highlight. That will cut Boysen's lead to 7. 6 and 15 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Lance Alandi D. To De La Paz. Gerald Se near the free throw line. Mid-range J is good. Gerald Se now with 14 in the ball game. Kyle Slau escapes, lays it in, count the basket, plus the foul. Boysen, the number 1 playing 3-point play there for Kyle Slau. 21 now in the ball game for Kyle Slau. The foul will be called against Lance Alandi D. Good on the bonus. 65-59 advantage for Boysen. Schone Mcdavid creeping closer as Jaime Sia returns back to action for Boysen. Less than 6 minutes remaining here in our final period. Lance Alandi D with the ball. Guarded by Paulo Tiu. Screened by France D. Sia spots up for a 3. That is too strong. Another rebound for Ian De La Paz. Shovel pass. Gerald Se drops it. France D will score. 8 points in the ball game for France D, extending Boysen's lead to 8. Kyle Slau defended by Lance Alandi D to Jert Yao. Shot fake, dribble, jumper, offline. Rebound by Paulo Tiu with a floater. We will miss. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. Now to France D. To De La Paz. Lays it in. What a play! That and his play is brought to you by Nike Park Access. 10-point lead for Boysen as Kyle Slau barrels through traffic, getting a foul from Gerald Ze. 5 minutes and 5. Here in the final period, as Gerald Ze will be called for his second personal foul at the stripe. Shooting 2 free throws once again is Kyle Slau. 24 in the ball game. Together with 4 rebounds, he misses on the first. Reloading for the second free throw with 5:05 remaining here in the fourth. We go now to our week 4 results. Last Tuesday, Pet1 Kent Floors with an 86-73 win over Boysen. Zoosh winning it 99-96 over Traverse Asia Builders. Then last Saturday, a quadruple header was held here inside the AYSN Sports Center Studio 300 with a 71-69 victory over CW Home Depot, followed by an 81-64 win by Fabriano Casio over Anthem Metro Shen. Third game last Saturday, Bridgestone winning it 91-86 over Razon, Halo and Palabok. And our last game last Saturday, Lincoln Co. CSI with an exciting 84-81 win over Schone Mcdavid. Timeout is requested on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Back to live action here. Schone Mcdavid down by 9. They have the possession. Here comes Mike Q. Defended by Lance Alandidi to Paulo Q. To Kyle Slau. Back to Mike Q. Seeing a gap. He will be called for a traveling violation. Landing on the same foot. Merits a traveling. Ball going back here to Boysen. They are ahead by 9. They are looking to finish this game strong in search of win number 1 in the tournament. Here comes Lance Alandi D to France D. Entry. Gerald Se, one-hander near the free throw line. That won't work. Rebound by Paulo Q. To Kyle Slau. Escaping the defense. Lau. Stutter step. Oh, he was fouled. And if that's against Lance Alandi D, that will be his 5th of the ball game. And yes, that will be against Lance Alandi D. Replacing Lance Alandi D will be Johannesson. Lance Alandi D exits the ball game with 3 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kyle's back at the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. 25 now in the ball game for Kyle's. Good on the first. Make that 26 for the evening for Kyle's Lau. Free throw number 18 on its way. That one is also good for Kyle's. The 69-62 advantage for Boysen. Here comes Johannesson with the ball. Guarded by 2. To France D. Jaime Sia spots up for a 3. Overcooks that one. Rebound by Mike Yu. Schone Mcdavid now on the attack. Back at the hands of Kyle Slau. To Q. Goes up for a 3. That is an air ball. Rebound by Ian De La Paz. Pounded by Mike Yu. To France D. Now to Johannesson. Looking to run. Sun to the rim. He is fouled. The foul will be called against Jert Yao. Foul number 4 against Jert Yao as Johannesson lines up for a pair of free throws, averaging 13.3 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. Together with 3.3 assists is Johannesson. First free throw is too strong. Still a 69-62 advantage for Boysen. Sun reloads for the second free throw. That one falls in. A 70-62 advantage for Boysen. Schone Mcdavid now with the possession. Paulo Q to Kyle Slau. Defended by France D. To Jert Yao. Down the post. Stolen away by Ian De La Paz. Here comes Boysen on the run. Gerald Se to Sun. Drop pass. Gerald Se. What a play! That assist play is brought to you by Nike Park Access. Count that assist across the name of Johannesson. 10-point advantage for Boysen. Here comes Paulo Q with the ball. Finds Kyle Slau. Spots up for a 3. That is short. Rebound by Gerald Se. Boysen enjoying a 10-point lead. De La Paz across the midcourt line. To Jaime Sia. To a cutting Gerald Se. Sidestep. Good layup is gone. How? 12-point advantage for Boysen. Cards now with the retaliation. 29 now in the ball game for Kyle Slau, but a 10-point advantage for Boysen. No look pass by France D to Gerald Se, who will be fouled by Eldridge Nang. Gerald Se looking to extend the 74-64 Boysen lead. First free throw for Se. That one is good. 15 points for the evening for Gerald Se. Second free throw. Also good. 12-point advantage for Boysen. With 2:40 remaining here in the fourth, here comes Paulo Q now with the ball. Guarded by Sun. To Mike Yu. Back to Paulo Q. Now to Kyle Slau. Defended by France D. Screen by 2. To Mike Yu down the shaded lane. Leaner. That won't work. Another rebound for Gerald Z. That is rebound number 5 for Gerald. To Jaime Sia. Jab stepping against Yao. Shot is no good. Jert Yao secures the loose ball. With a pass to Paulo Thieu. Against Se. Rip through. Thieu will miss. Another rebound for France D. To Johannes Sun. To De La Paz. Back to Sun. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by Xped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. 12-point advantage for Boysen. France D. To Se. Drop pass. De La Paz will score. A Nike Park access assist from Gerald Se. Ian De La Paz extends Boysen's lead to 14. Paulo Thieu with the ball, guarded by Johannes Sun. Nang, near the free throw line. Jumper, that is too strong. Rebound battle, pick up here by Mike Yu. Lays it in, he will miss. Dirk Yao is there for the putback. A 64 to 68, 66 advantage for Boysen as France D holds on to the leather. Stutter step against Nang. Shot is blocked. D is there for the putback. 10 points, 11 boards in the contest for France D. Timeout is requested by Schone Mcdavid with 1:16 remaining in the fourth. This timeout is brought to you by Xped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. One minute and 16 remaining here in the fourth. Schone Mcdavid off a timeout. You have the leather. Here comes Ang to the corner to Junjun Saplala to Ang. Ball is tapped out of bounds. Ball will stay with Schone Mcdavid. Hans Ang, baseline inbound, bothered by Bernard Yu to Nang. Down the corner, Aaron Ko with a jumper. That is good. 80 to 68 lead for Boysen. Here comes Johannes Sun, defended by Ang. Sun, jumper, bottom. 7 points now in the ball game for Johannes Sun. Boysen ahead by 14. Here comes Hans Ang, defended by Rich Hong. One-hander, that won't work. Rebound by Aaron Ko. Near the baseline, Ko kicks it back out to Eldridge Nang. Now to Yao. Junjun Saplala with a fake. Nang, mid-range J. That is no good. Rebound by Rich Tong. Looking ahead. Tong with the ball. With a pass fake. Lays it in. He will score. Oh! 4 points in the ball game for Rich Tong. An 84 to 68 lead for Boysen. Hans Ang crossing the midcourt line to Aaron Ko. Guarded by Lim. Ko with the ball, goes for the jumper, switches that one in. 6 points in the ball game for Aaron Ko, and our final score, an 84 to 70 victory. Finally nailing the breakthrough is Boysen, their first win of the tournament, together with 4 losses. Meanwhile, Schone Mcdavid dropped down also to 1-4. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Post-game interviews when we come back.
We have here our Boysen, the number one paint best player of the ball game, Gerald Ze, finishing with 20 points and 6 rebounds and leading Boysen to their very first victory of the tournament over Schone Mcdavid to the tune of 84-70. Una muna, sir. Rinig na rinig ko kanina sa wakas. Nanalo. How big is it to finally win your first ball game after 4 tries?
Feels like good validation. Ngayon lang kasi talaga kami na kumpleto. And alam namin pag kumpleto kami, hindi kami matatalo.
Again, you had Ian De La Paz in your fold, no? You went up against a team headed by Kyle. So, but how tough was it to control? Or at least you try to limit the production of a Kyle Slough.
Ano nga, puro fouls kami, but I think Kals would have done it if may help siya, more help. But buti na lang talaga marami kami and mas malakas kami.
As we approach the midway of the tournament, how are you looking to sustain this momentous win and still go through the playoff round?
Our first 8 have to be present. We just have to continue being present because these guys, they play hard. So basta nandun sila, maglalaro sila malakas, kaya kahit sino yan.
Again, anyone you want to greet over the game was streamed live over at our YouTube page. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
Oh, my dad, my mom, my wife, my kids, Nicholas and Eleanor and Olivia, and my team. So thank you. That's it.
Again, that's the best player of the ball game brought to you by Boysen, the number one paint, Gerald Se, leading Boysen to this victory over Schone Mcdavid. On behalf of everyone working the sidelines here at the Stallion Cup, see you again in the continuation of our tournament, the 6th Stallion Cup, presented by Exped Charcoal Sauce.
Yeah.